What do you make of this, Ant? Because I feel like, do you think the future of aggressive decks is low curve into Spiteful Summoner plus Big Spell in the deck?
I actually talked about it with like Rain at Sydney Invitational about even just like the Hunter deck with Spiteful Summoner. And I don't know, it seems really powerful, but we see Xixo just keep drawing Call of the Wilds, like all of his expensive stuff. So I don't know. It kind of sucks when that happens. And, you know, you really don't want to make your deck around this 6-drop that's a 4/4 if you draw your high end. So I don't know. It definitely can get there. I like the Priest with the more heavy spells, so it wasn't depending just on 2 cards in the deck.
Yeah, have you seen Frozen's Zoo list as well?
I actually have not.
So he's placed in WSG. I think they qualify with it, and it's Zoo with Spiteful Summoner and just 2 Twisting Nethers in the list. Honestly, and he's done well with it. So we'll see. And there is the card we're talking about: Spiteful Summoner in Xixo's opening hand now for his Priest, which has been left up, and BunnyHoppor is on his Druid now. Just so you know as well, Warlocks have been banned out by both players, which is we've seen the evolution of. Oh, maybe we don't ban Priest. Maybe we ban Warlock in this meta at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's just turned out to be a really powerful deck, especially in this format. I mean, I think people are just forgetting that Priest is just an insane deck, right? If you play Raza on 5, Anduin on 8, like, you're just going to win.
To be fair, for me, there's actually been a really surprising amount of people who haven't brought Raza Priest.
Yep.
We've seen a lot of Dragon Priests. We've seen Xixo play this. We've seen Big Priest as well from, I think Tyler was playing Big Priest yesterday.
Yeah.
So it kind of surprised me that everyone didn't just go, well, there are other Priest decks. But if it's Raza Priest, you presume they're being banned almost all the time anyway. But they're a bit different. Xixo being one of them on this, the aggro Spiteful Summoner train.
Yeah, it's one big thing with, leaving Priest up is also you have to guess which Priest it is in a format like this where you have to... where it's closed deckless. Yeah. And see, that's something that I don't want to deal with, right? So you just ban it and get out of here because you don't have to pick one of the 3 tier 1 Priest decks there is.
As time goes on, though, obviously in this tournament, the decks lists have been revealed, and I believe we've seen Xixo's whole lineup that we'd seen so far had been all of these tempo decks with the Spiteful Summoner, etc. And that does include the Priest. It runs the Summoner, Grand Archivist, and I believe the only spells are Mind Control and Free from Amber. Is that right?
That's the usual, yeah.
Okay.
But this is kind of cool as well, because the original versions of this Priest I saw were almost like tempo rogue cards. So they just play, the pirate package and everything along those lines that Priest can kind of add to. But now there's been some changes into, well, guess what? Dragons are pretty good, and dragons aren't spells. So you can actually just play a strong dragon package and then dump in the Spiteful Summoner, Free from Embers, and Mind Controls. And I think, I've not played this yet, but I think this will end up being, if it even ends up being a deck, the closer thing, just because the dragons work so well.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Dustbreaker's a board clear. You've got, if you want it, you've got Bookworm as your Shadow Word Pain, and there are definitely options that you can use as minions rather than spells.
Yeah, and Xixo wasn't really like sure about this deck, just talking to him, but it's worked out well for him, and it'd be nice to see this deck maybe more refined, and played a ton more games by other players and stuff.
It's going to be a little bit more consistent than the Hunter in terms of the fact that the Hunter only has the 2 Call of the Wild, right? So in the games where Xixo drew both of them before he was able to slam Spiteful Summoner or Grand Archivist, he was in a world of pain. But because he now has to draw 3 more spells before that Spiteful Summoner becomes useless, he should have a good chance to pull that off this game.
That's interesting, actually, like the way you think about that, because I actually thought the opposite.
Really?
I thought, because one of the problems is you also have 4 whiffs in your deck instead of 2.
That's true.
Like the way I saw it was, because I played this Priest version a few days back, but when it was the tempo, and I was like, oh, my opening hand is, Free from Amber, Mind Control, 2 minions. Well, there's 2 cards I'm not going to play for probably the whole game because, if the game goes that late with that slower start, you're not looking great. I kind of thought of it the other way, but, there's pros and cons to both. You get more gas for the big turns of Spiteful Summoner, but also there's like twice the chance of actually drawing the big spell that you actually don't intend to ever play.
That's why it's good to fit in the Dragon package, right? Like, you get the chances for Dustbreaker, and just like that early board clear to lead into your other later game clears and regain the board.
What's really nice as well is the Draconid Operatives actually can get you spells that you can play. Right? Because they're not in your deck. And it's similar in the tempo lists. The original list had like Crystalline Oracle in. To just like gain you cards to try and cheat the no spell thing, to try and do something with that. So see how it turns out, though. The Dustbreaker did clear off the Greedy Dude, I think he's called.
Greedy Dude, yes.
Yeah, Greedy Dude, yeah.
That's the name of the card, Greedy Dude.
Yeah.
Greedy Man.
Official name.
3D man.
3D
That's
man.
only if Sato was here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We're going with dudes. That's just what I like to call them.
Yeah, see. Just catering to my audience.
Dude,
Not to my co-cast.
but dudes are paladin tokens, right? Now I'm just confused.
Yeah, you
Everyone
should be.
can be a dude if they try hard enough.
Exactly.
There you go. And this Scalebane is actually really nice drop here. Fast enough to put a lot of pressure on. Xixo doesn't have a dragon in hand now, though, for the operative, but he is going for that Spiteful Summoner. And
Yeah.
what this does is, look, 5/5, a 6/3, and then the Spiteful Summoner next turn. That actually might just be too much to handle, to
Yeah.
be honest. Do you think it's going to go poison?
Yeah. Yeah, because he knows there's not going to be like
Okay.
Potion of Madness or anything like that. And then you also have the Spellstone that's upgraded.
Listen,
And
the Spell Spoon, then. I was like, the Spell Spoon.
Spell spoon.
why do you gotta
the next
bully me,
expansion.
man?
No, it's fun. I enjoy it.
Okay. But yeah, you got the upgraded Spellstone, and then you can always just see Hero Power to make it 6 damage as well. You know, take care of another big dragon.
Yeah, those spiders are really annoying, actually. Essentially,
What?
they can just trade into this 9-drop, or 8-drop, or 10-drop, rather.
10 drop. All right.
Drop.
Nice little Cthulhu.
Nice little Cthulhu, or a huge Tyrantus, which will just die to a spider.
That's
N'Zoth?
N'Zoth.
All right.
Okay, we guessed old
Played
guy.
around the spiders, just went low on the stats to not lose.
Yeah, yeah.
See, after Jackie Chan predicted the Tyrion after Evolve, I've just been trying to practice my sorcery like him. Not there yet.
Just say it enough times, it'll happen. By sheer,
Yeah, if you take enough shots, eventually one will go in.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty much my casting career at this point. I am super impressed with what I've seen with the Druid Spellstone, though. Because I don't know if you heard me yesterday, but I was like, I've played 0 games of Druid this expansion, just 0. And I thought, oh, this Spellstone looks okay. You know, it just looks fine. But when I've seen it actually played, I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, this is a lot of damage for
One mana
What?
deals 6 damage? Hang on a second.
Yeah, I know, like, I personally, and I know a lot of other people were kind of just turned off by it because, you know, it doesn't go face, but yeah, it's still 1 mana, deal 6, possibly, deal 4. Even deal 2 is, like, not terrible.
It's fine in aggro, right? You know, you just want to kill a minion.
Exactly.
Like, kill a pirate off
You
of.
just want to not die.
Even just the Oaken Summons that we saw just there, that card looks insanely strong. It's way better than Shield Block if you're comparing it to Warrior. And I think in the future, maybe after next rotation, there will be a Recruit Druid with the FanDuel Tiger decklist going around.
Yeah.
There has to be.
It's very possible. You know, the you get a 4-drop, and then you also gain 6. You know, I mean, I want all my 4-drops to gain me 6, so the
Yeah,
next,
that seems pretty good to me.
the card's just insanely powerful.
Yeah, we just need Bunny to actually invite us back in because we just had a bit of a spectator bug. So if we can just get an admin to quickly run over to BunnyHoppor.
Give him a nudge.
He's probably not noticed that
No.
that we've unspectated.
Yeah.
So we'll see what's going on there. But most importantly, that is going to be a clear up.
Yep, after the anomalous.
That's not the one you want.
Yeah, no, definitely not the one you want.
Yeah, that's a little bit rough.
At least it wasn't. I was gonna say at least it wasn't a 8 mana 3/3, but
Oh man, it's so frustrating not seeing those cards, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just go and knock on the window in a minute if I have to. Like, Bunny, hey, invite us to spec.
Add admin to BunnyHoppor. Admin to BunnyHoppor.
Let's see if you've done
Like-
that before, Falcon. Well,
Clean up on aisle 12.
we're like mission control here. Roger, we have a spec bug in cage BunnyHoppor. I don't know what I'm saying. I've lost it.
Okay. I mean, I will just knock on the door in a minute.
Yeah, just maybe not on his turn.
It's true.
After this infestation, like, it doesn't look very good for Xixo.
Yeah. Okay, so once Bunny's done his turn, I'm going to run over, but when I run over, don't talk about anything because I have to open the door.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Well, you can talk about, just like life or something. Just don't talk about
We
Okay,
can
I
talk
got
about
it.
life. All right.
I definitely got something, all right.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm
You-
nervous. I'm excited.
Okay, well, Bunny's working on this opening packs plan. Yeah, it does have 0, though, so it's going to be a problem.
I mean, you just got a ton of cards, right? You know, he's got to work through this.
All right, Raven is gone.
Okay.
He
So-
is out of here.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
I went into the booth actually right after Xixo. Turns out he's a big Ed Sheeran fan because there was, some nice Ed Sheeran playlist going on there. That's probably what he's jamming to right now.
Gotta love some Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, don't we all?
Okay, invite incoming, I expect. Any second. Nope. Nope.
Did he hear you?
Well. Does not mean no. Nice try, Raven.
We'll wait till the game's over.
Nice try.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely not going to ask him again because he needs to focus on the game.
10
so.
out of
Yeah.
10 for effort.
Yep, no problem at all. So we'll just cast from the one player point of view. This is just like on ladder, guys. you don't get to see your opponent's cards.
So we're essentially just playing the game, or like streaming the game right now.
Yeah, we're just watching the game from Xixo's point of view. And this is actually interesting itself because this is often what we try to do as casters, is forget about the opposite player's cards any given time and say, well, from Xixo's knowledge, what does he do here? So this is just a different style of casting. We like to mix it up here. That's SeatStory Cup.
That's an Audubon infestation coming
That's
in.
another one.
So
5 more cards.
We can probably have a pretty good idea of what's in BunnyHoppor's hand now, as it's just the rest of his deck.
He had some 0 mana 4/4s. Or
9
1.
cards
Okay.
left for Bunny, and compare it to the 17 left for Xixo. You can see how much card draws come into this game, at least.
Xixo is starting to get to that point where he's going to struggle to win this game because he's just running out of value. He's running out of stuff. And BunnyHoppor, these Jades are only going to get bigger and bigger. We haven't seen Aya yet. So the tempo plays are coming out soon.
Yeah, and BunnyHoppor is just way too high a life. And,
All right, I
know.
think we're in. I think we're in, boys.
okay, awesome. Yeah, but BunnyHoppor's way too high a life, and Xixo's cards just don't do anything, right? He has 2 Tar Creepers, Dracanoid Operative with no Dragon.
Yep. I wonder if the turn when the Scalebane was played, it could have been operative, right? An operative with the card pull. Do you think that was ever worth it? It did buff the, was it the Spiteful, I think?
Yeah.
So it did buff the Spiteful, but do you think gaining the card was worth it just to get value from the Scalebane? Sorry, from the operative?
I think you kind of think like there's a lot of dragons in my deck. Like I'll eventually hit one. That's probably what was going through his mind, but he didn't think he was gonna roll like this. Where
and also as well that you are trying to just kill the druid, right? You're not winning the long game
exactly
in this matchup. So I guess it's just, well, if the Scalebane sticks, if I get to swing next turn, well, that's just frankly a lot of damage at this point.
Oh, Temporis. Let's go.
there we go.
Wait,
That's a good one.
It's never been.
What are wait. What are the Jades at?
Big.
5/5.
Okay, so he dies, right?
Yeah, he just dies if he plays Temp.
Well, it's a consideration though, right? Because you're the aggro deck. You're gonna die in like 4 turns.
Oh,
anyway
he took it!
That's what I like to see.
Well, he's gonna try and set something up, right? He's gonna try and clear the board and say you can't kill me if he goes for it, or he's doing it for the memes. You know,
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with memes.
No, it's nothing. I mean, makes the world go round, right?
It
Memes
really does.
do make the world go
But
round.
in all seriousness, if so there's only 7 power on board. If Xixo kind of stabilizes and just says, okay, I'm not going to win as these Jades get bigger. My opponent's drawn his deck more or less. Let's go. 2 turns each. Let's see who wins. Like, I think that's a reasonable play because Temporis is a 6/6 in itself, so that has to be taken in consideration when BunnyHoppor works out what he wants to do with his 2 turns.
I'm pretty sure I've never seen Temporis actually being played.
Oh, I played it many
Played
times.
it? Oh, how'd that go?
Pretty well, actually.
Oh,
I won
really?
a couple of games with it. Because everyone's like, oh, everyone kills you in 2 turns. What if you wipe the board the turn before? Like, a lot, there are control decks, you know what I mean, that don't just kill you. Like, 2 turns often, it actually isn't enough. It's more about whether you can guarantee 2-turn kill.
The problem is you're almost giving your opponent 3 turns because, yeah, as you said, it is a 7-mana 6/6, but you've still just spent your entire turn playing Temporis. So that's like your opponent gets an extra turn in addition.
It's why it can be nice, like turn 10 with, say, Doomsayer or something, because they have to kill Doomsayer and Tempora, you know, and just mess about with stuff. But yeah, I think the important part of this card is you have to make sure you kill them in 2 turns. Because if not, yes, they add 2 turns and then they get the first normal turn back, if that makes sense.
I don't see Xixo ever getting a chance to develop this
Yeah.
Temporis.
Not now, yeah.
But I would like to see it come down anyway. I think that's the nobleman's way of conceding this game.
The animation's actually cool.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I would love to see it.
Have you not seen it, Anne?
No.
Oh, the animation's pretty sweet.
I'm sure Twitch chat would like to see it as well.
Can we spam golden cappers for
Golden Kappas.
the Temporis?
Do any of you have today's Golden Kappa?
That's about as likely as it is for Xixo to play this Temporis.
I feel bad because I never check if I have the golden cap, and so I've got
Yeah,
it.
Me too.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
We're just terrible people.
We really are.
Golden Kappa, check Kappa. This is just a lot of stuff at this moment in time. And although, but BunnyHoppor does have to think about Deathwing, right?
Yeah,
Because
especially...
you have to think about what's worst case scenario.
Mhm.
And worst case is probably Deathwing Dragonlord. He knows Xixo's not played it, so he's holding a dragon that he just isn't playing yet. And he's throwing his hand onto the board. To me, that does actually signal a Deathwing.
Yeah. I would say you can get to like a point where they're not really developing stuff, and you can just play the Eye of Black Paw. So if they do play the Deathwing, at least you still have something to play after, or in play after.
And there's the Swipe and the Wrath too, so this is actually pretty nice. Just get the Death Rattle on the board, like, just in case, right?
Yeah, exactly. If he doesn't clear up the board, though, I kind of would have liked to see it be held. You know, so you can actually like clear the board where Aya can't be dealt with first, and then Deathwing.
Okay, it's Temporis time.
I was going to draw.
Then it's Tempero's time?
Then it's Temporis
If he
time.
survives, he still has free.
Okay, it's Temporis
Not
time.
Quite. What's the plan?
Not quite what
There
was.
we go. Animation
Let's go.
time.
All right, let's see this.
Ooh.
That was pretty cool.
That's pretty.
Pretty nice, right? And it has the cool like clock on the end turn thing again.
Xixo's in there smiling. Wow.
Okay, that's just BM. That hero power there is just not necessary.
Wow.
He's getting all the damage possible.
Yeah, you got to maximize your plays
Exactly.
until it becomes habit.
Exactly. You just have to, efficiency just has to be pumping through your brain all the time.
You know, Temporis can be pretty funny against some mage decks if you force your opponent to overdraw and, you know, kill themselves through the ice block.
That's true. They do draw twice. With a Luneth, you mean, right?
Yeah, oh man, but that's even better. I mean, I was thinking more the control mage with the Frosted Jaina.
You were in a great spot if they get 2 turns of Luneth and can't kill you.
Yeah.
You could have probably closed your eyes or like gone make a cup of tea, come back and still won that game, because if you gave them 2 turns, that is almost infinity amount of time.
Yeah.
Now we're going into the next game, though. Xixo is going to be on the Paladin. We saw this was the Murloc Paladin with the Dino size, and of course, the Spiteful Summoner.
Well, it's a Xixo deck, so it has to be running Spiteful Summoner. I think that's the way this works now.
I'd love it if you just played Spiteful Summoner in every deck for like the existence of that card.
Yeah. I mean, it would
I'm
just be
not
so
playing any
good.
of
Just for the rest of this, you know, year-and-a-half long rotation.
The existence of Hearthstone. Just only spiteful
Yep,
summoners.
just move to Wild when it rotates out.
Yeah.
Just keep playing Spiteful Summoners.
It definitely is a cool card, though. I like it a lot. In terms of design.
Yeah. I mean, it's also just... You can't argue the fact that it's a strong card.
Yeah.
Even if you get like a 3-mana spell, it's usually going to work out okay. Like, you should get your 6/6 worth of stats for the 6 mana.
Yeah, well, that's it, though. The reason I like it is it's a strong card, but it definitely has a lot of drawbacks, right? Like, guess what? Cheap spells are normally pretty good. And you know, if you build it like everyone's been building at the moment for consistency, you can't do that. And then if you draw the spells early and Spiteful Summoners near the bottom of your deck, well, then you've just made a bad deck. At that point, you know what I mean? Like, then your deck just sucks. So there's a lot of risk involved, but the payoff is pretty high, and it really impacts the deck building. So it's a card I'm a bit of a fan of. And here we see the deal 2.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, what's wrong with the Living Roots?
Holy Smite.
Yeah,
Holy
probably
Smite,
better.
whatever.
Living Roots gives you the option.
Exactly.
Okay.
But just like we talked about earlier, like, you know, good on 1 for 2 damage.
I'm okay killing one of the scariest 1-drops in the game.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really interested in this, like, this greedy sprite. I don't know. It's not one card I would see myself, like, including, but it's interesting to see BunnyHoppor bring it to this tournament.
It's the power of Oaken Summons, right?
Yeah.
Called Oaken Summons?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. That's
right?
the card.
Because if you pull, you know, My Keeper, well, no Battle Cry for you, but because it's
Yeah.
a Death Rattle, you get the extra value. I don't know if it's super strong, but it does line up well versus this 1-drop.
Oh, so just having more ramp is always good, right? Like, the faster you can get up to your ultimate infestation turn, the faster the Jade Druid just wins the game in most cases.
Sprite got punished for being greedy, now it's just a 1/1.
Poor little sprite.
Poor little buddy.
Xixo again, obviously just playing like he has to win this quick because, you know, sounds great. Aldor and 9/9, you know, Jade. Well, if they have 9/9 Jade, she's probably going to die anyway, regardless of an Aldor. So it develops a 3/3 on the board and just makes the Valfin a little bit more awkward to trade into and just start chipping away that health.
Yeah, especially with Nourish coming next turn. Or you have to expect it, right? You're going up to 5 mana after this Greedy Spite dies. Even for BunnyHoppor, you just want to take care of the 3/3 as well. You know, your plan is to live as long as possible, right? Because you have infinite value. You know, you infinite big dudes. Just live.
Xixo could utilize the deck building of the Spiteful Summoner, though, by playing Geist. Ain't gonna burn any of your spells, is it?
It's also a 6-mana 4/6, though.
Solid. Good
Sure.
versus Priest.
Yeah. I mean, if you play Calciphon too, then it's pretty formidable.
Oof.
Formidable. That's a good word, Dan.
Is it?
It's gonna be
I learned it today.
Oh, really?
No.
It's my word of the day.
All right, good.
Thanks.
I want to see it every other cast that you do.
That's a pretty formidable challenge.
I love the
All right.
pause. The pause was like, it's funny.
Yeah.
But my pause was just disappointment. Fun.
Wow. Wow, Raven.
Too easy. Now she's going to come down now and just edge towards the Malfurion. They're probably just Malfurion into the Elephant. And then into the Ultimate Infestation to refill the hand. This is just kind of like textbook Druid play at this point.
Dude, Malfurion's so backbreaking for any aggro deck, right? Because you get some 1/5 taunts, you know, block out the aggression, and just get a hero power that deals with all of your minions, right? Because
almost every minion it can be used.
I was wondering for a second if he goes Spiders, but now with the Rallying Blade as well and the buffed up token, that's it's not really an option. Is Jade Behemoth hero power ever better here? Just get rid of that token and contest the weapon and the War Leader?
I can see it being good, but I personally just like going and getting Malfurion online as fast as possible. You know, because it's still going to take care of the token.
Yep.
And if he wants to get rid of like another one, he has to use the weapon charge or something like that. So, yeah, I don't know. I just like seeing the 1/5s come out because you want to get rid of the War Leader as well.
And also next turn, the Jade Behemoth, and then there's the option of either the powered hero power from Malfurion, or you can actually just Jade Behemoth and Jade Blossoms just to create the, like get the Jades going. Yeah. Jade Blossoms is like a dead card now, right? You don't need it for ramp. It's just 3 mana make a Jade.
Exactly.
So did go for the hero power though.
That's interesting.
Just getting weird. Interesting.
Yeah. I guess like if this doesn't get buffed or anything, you go for Malfurion just hero power. I can see that.
I guess maybe there's a consideration for hero power Megasaur as well. That could be a little bit scary if you just left the Murlocs up.
Yeah, absolutely. What is Xixo's turn though? Because I know he just doesn't have any options. I'll say his options aren't great.
No, top priority is getting something to land the Bone Marrow on next turn, but that's easier said than done right now with the new Druid hero power coming up that can just slaughter any minion that has even 3 health.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I don't think there's another option really.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, Malfurion.
Maybe now Spider's fine though. Because he can hero power down the 1/3. Yeah, sure, the weapon can deal with them, but it contests anything Xixo wants to put on the board next turn.
Yeah, and I guess like one of the worst things that can happen to BunnyHoppor is a Spiteful Smith into some big minion, right?
Exactly.
So I actually don't hate spiders. He goes for taunts because, it's still pretty safe, but
because taunts.
Yeah. I don't hate spiders though, because one of the ways you can lose is that Spiteful Summoner.
Yep.
I guess probably just a reliance on UI next turn is like, well, at worst you can kill the summoner, leave the 10 drop or 8 drop whatever on the board. But then there's taunts to block out the 8.
Oh right, look at that concede as soon as the UI hits the face.
We didn't even get to see the rest of the cards. It's just you just see the target, the 10 mana, all disappear.
Xixo didn't even see that Arcane Tyrant was about to come out as well. That seems pretty vital to me.
When you beat, you beat.
Yeah. I think Xixo's going through the wrong side of his Ed Sheeran playlist right now. Maybe he's to switch it up.
Scary thing is, as well, this is now a single elimination bracket. So Xixo loses the series, he loses the tournament.
He goes home tomorrow.
I like that. It's not often said like you've lost the tournament.
Raven, you lost the tournament.
I crushed him in the tournament.
You didn't lose.
I'm
the
sorry.
tournament.
Don't look at me. No.
Don't
I'm
look
sorry,
at me.
Raven.
Are you still in, Ant?
No.
You lost the and you lost the tournament.
Falk, you weren't even good enough to get in the tournament.
Oh,
Okay.
sick burn. Got him.
I think I need to get Subtle to come and back me up on this.
I don't think he would.
I don't think he would either.
I think he'd join in, to be honest.
Is he also not good enough to join the tournament?
Well, no,
Oh.
but at least he was in contention. Okay, well, let's go into game number 3. It's the Mage. Bit more of a standard build, I think.
Yeah.
From Xixo. This Mage is his 5th class, so this deck has not been revealed. So BunnyHoppor has no knowledge. Maybe it's like, oh god, Spiteful Summoners. It's like, surely not, surely not. But we can see it looks to be more of the general like a Luneth Mage.
Yeah, exactly. I actually brought it in my lineup, and I didn't have too much practice on it. But playing this tournament, I was like, man, this deck's insane.
Yeah.
I was like on the verge of like sweeping people with it. I think I beat Pheno's 3's decks with it, and the deck just feels so powerful. Especially if you get to draw the Luneth. It's just so insane. It's actually like really hard to play as well, which is something I've talked about with a lot of players. I think I talked about it with Orange as well. He was just saying like the deck's just insanely. There's just so many options you could do, and it's insanely hard to know everything.
Well, the second you potentially say miss a ping to face.
Yeah, exactly.
You can lose. Like because of you missed 1 damage to face, it
Yeah.
gets really, really grim sometimes. That's a nice counterspell though.
It's disappointing to me that Xixo is not running a full lineup of Spiteful Summoner decks, though.
Yeah.
Might still be in.
For a win, huh?
Might still be. Might just be okay with a
with
3-drop.
counterspell. Maybe. I mean, it's possible, but with the Warlock as well. Warlock could have been Zoo with like Twisting Nether's Dooms, that kind of thing. But
This is exactly where you want to be as a mage. You get to play
Yeah.
counterspell on turn 1 into their turn 2 when they're like, yeah, I win the game drawing Wild Growth there. That's just got to be the best feeling.
that's how you beat the Lich King as mage, right? You have to lackey counterspell to prevent them from setting your health to 1.
But yeah, but sorry, I was just gonna say, but BunnyHoppor never wild growths here anyway, right? I was wondering whether you just do it. It's either runes and you get it, or it could be ice block and you get it, or if it's not, well, you just blossoms next turn anyway. I guess now he can use the spellstone and wild growth,
That's true.
Yeah.
but I don't know. I think I maybe would have just gone for it at that point.
The problem is, I guess if this wasn't a counterspell, he could just hero power down the Archaeologist, so even that worked out.
It definitely ends up being really awkward, right? Because you leave the Lackey on board, and the next turn you're going to play like Jade Blossom, so you still leave the Lackey on board. All the minions are still on board. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's not great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
it's not a nice play.
This start was just the nuts for Xixo, though. All that's missing is Mana Worm.
Yeah, that would have been really nice. Actually, I think you still probably go... Oh, no, you have the coin. I was going to say, you can go like Worm, Coin, Lackey, Counterspell. What a turn 1.
Concede.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
into opponent concedes.
Nice
exactly.
game.
Yeah. GG. Okay, well, BunnyHoppor didn't go for the Oak Dude yet because he saw that it wasn't counterspell, so he's presuming Ruins is live, which just insta-kills this 3-6, which isn't really what you want to happen.
Oak, dude. I like that.
Actually, don't know its name.
Ironwood Golem.
Oh.
I'm
It's
just
a
going to...
Golem?
I'm assuming it's Ironwood Golem. Yes, Ironwood Golem.
Okay.
Has the Golem tag and everything.
Ironwood Oak Dude. Ironwood Oakwood. Just making things up at this point. Malfurion seems like a safe bet here versus all the secrets, though, as well. This just seems solid. Just get Malfurion down and kind of cross your fingers to a certain extent.
I mean, Malfurion's still pretty good. You gain some life, put some 1/5s up.
And
And
he
again-
doesn't get hit by any secrets, so...
Yeah. And you can kill all his dudes with it. Or gain some life. The quicker like Malfurion's online, it just becomes like so backbreaking, right? Because every turn you can deal with a minion or gain some life.
Yeah, it's almost better than Justicar because you have that versatility. Like Justicar with Control Warrior, I mean.
Justicar. She gains you four armor.
4 armor every
Yeah, you
turn.
tank up. All right, we got to respect the tank up.
But this is almost tank up, this hero power.
It's not tank up, though.
It's not tank up.
1
though.
armor short.
Not
of
resident
tank up.
sleeper tank up. Those were the days.
Those were the days.
Oh my god, look at the reduction minions here. Do you play with sound on, Ant, when you play it, like at home?
All the time.
Good man,
What
good
does the
man.
5-5 say?
I'm late. I'm late.
Okay, right. It's okay. Because I called her white.
There you go, we just heard it.
I didn't hear it.
Oh.
I always prefer my own voice. But I called her White Rabbit yesterday because she says I'm late, like Alice in Wonderland
Yeah.
sort of thing. And then like Sol went, oh, does she say that? Because Sol doesn't play with sound. And I was like, that's like questioning myself. So
Sacrilege.
we got confirmation. I like it.
Can't believe it.
Yeah. We'll make him a role player one day. We're getting there slowly.
Well, he's halfway there. He loves golden cards.
He made a Illidan joke based on a "You are not prepared" line. So
That's
we're
All
getting
right.
there.
Yeah,
getting
we're
there.
definitely getting there.
Just give me another like 3 years, and you know we'll be fine. We'll be fine. This Tyrant actually not bad, soaking up 4 out of the 2 damage. Because although the 4/4 would have been nice, I think BunnyHoppor's really happy not to just take 6. So 5, I guess. But yeah, it's just not too bad for free as well. And there's
another
okay,
one for
that's
free.
It's a cheeky little draw. Arcane Tyrant doesn't have to be in your hand to proc. It's just always knows.
Another explosive runes. That card's so insane, right?
It's really good, yeah.
Especially like early on where people were playing around like Mirror Entity. They're like, oh, I'm going to play my 1/1. Like, take 5, idiot.
Wow. You know what's also really good?
Uh-huh.
A lot of 0-mana 5/5s.
Well, yes.
This is actually insane. I was just about to say, like, yeah, but BunnyHoppor's on 26. He's got Malfurion and Hero Power. You know, he's got some work. Oh, 2 Corridor Creepers, you know, Secret Girl, and everything else, basically. So there's a lot of minion damage ready for Xixo. And also the amount of minions we've seen, there's got to be pretty much burned as most of his draws now. We've seen, 3 Secrets? And a ton of minions.
Yeah.
He's pulling out the fireballs and frostbolts pretty soon.
Most importantly, like, BunnyHoppor doesn't have any refill, right? We have this Wrath and a Dream.
It's Wrath into UI.
Yeah, absolutely.
Easiest Wrath into UI of BunnyHoppor's life.
That's if we're good players.
Almost halfway
We're
there.
like,
Kind of
we're like
UI.
amateur players.
Easiest Nourish into UI I've ever seen.
That's half a UI.
Yeah. It's like a 20% or something.
Wow.
It's the 5. It's some draws.
Yeah.
Still not bad though. Because
Oh,
that Nourish at
Firelands
least. I
Portal.
told you, there's pretty much only burn left in Xixo's deck, I'm pretty sure.
This game is getting really close. Bunny needs to just get himself back onto the board.
Ironwind
That's
Golem.
a good card.
It's not bad, but
I mean,
It's not great.
It soaks. I guess the
Says up a
problem
hit and a ping.
think-
Okay, that's really good. With the Spellstone as well, that's a nice pickup. As long as there's actually...
There's only a Greedy Spite, I think.
Yeah. And that's if he plays 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's fine.
fine.
There you go.
I completely lied to you.
That was me now. Why would you lie?
I'm just a terrible person. Let's see. Sorcerer's Apprentice. Not exactly what we want to be seeing here.
Yeah, but I don't know. Xixo is just keeping this tempo going. The onus is now on BunnyHoppor to actually draw a way out of this mess, to just get rid of this board. And as soon as he does, he's going to be in a great position.
Easiest Ultimate Infestation top of his life.
Xixo, on the other hand, he just wants to draw a Luneth.
Close.
That's a good draw. That, with the Ironwood Golem, does put a stop to most of this board.
Yeah, he's whittling the board
Actually,
down.
all of this board.
Does he play both? I'm wondering whether he needs to play the Wild Growth and Hero Power this turn as well. Because BunnyHoppor needs to draw into UI. And
Yeah.
if he Wild Growths next turn, then he can't cast UI. So I
would like
think
to
you
see
might
it.
just take it. I think you might just say, well, okay. Worst case, I have a taunt as well to play next turn.
Yeah, okay, I
This
see
3/3 gets work done as well. I think it's okay to draw, but BunnyHoppor didn't draw first.
It's good tempo, though. That's the thing. If he drops both minions, it is good tempo.
Yeah. Actually,
diff-
I could see that.
It's difficult for Xixo to actually clear everything, and then Bunny actually has a hold on the board even without Ultimate Infestation. Obviously, he needs to draw the UI, hopefully, before a Luneth comes down, but either way, I think this works out, but he is going to go for the Wild Growth in the end. No, he's not. He is gonna go for that.
Debated.
Debated.
Well, I generally think that was a tough call. There are really good arguments either way for that play.
Frozen Clone, Breathless Intergrosser, Image. These aren't
These
good
are
picks. Frozen
awful.
Clone's okay, though, right? Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
it sucks.
well, it depends what BunnyHoppor drops next turn.
Well, yeah, but what? Like, most minions in this deck are Jade generators.
Yeah. Mhm.
Your Jades suck because they're 1/1/2/2.
Is there another Arcane Tyrant? No, they've both been played.
No, both Tyrants have been played. All the other stuff are just big Jades that you generate anyway. Could be Jade Idol.
All right, now we have to Wild Growth.
Bunny even has the option to check for counter spell because he's only seen one, I think, one counter spell.
Yeah, he's only seen one for sure.
So now we can just wait. Is Bunny wondering whether he needs to play the Jade Idol before the draw? Because just play a Jade isn't good enough, right?
Yeah, I mean,
So yeah, it's actually got to test the counter spell with the Jade Idol. Not something you don't see every day. But this draw is super
Yeah, it
important.
definitely makes sense here. Okay,
oh,
all right.
Man.
Golems are a girl's best friend. That's close.
That was good. I like that.
Idea.
It's more like, golems are a girl's best friend.
This is definitely
but
not a
it's
good
clearly
Frozen
American.
clone as well. Like, 2 6-mana minions, which both generate small J's. Like, we are going to get 2/4/4, but it takes a long time to get there.
I think you probably have to face, right?
Yeah, I was like, do you just take the really nice trade? Nope, you go face because again, there's still plenty of burn left. There's still Aluna in
Oof.
the deck.
Oof.
Not Ultimate Infestation. Okay, now Bunny does need Ultimate Infestation.
I mean, it's still a big Jade.
Yeah, there's still a 6/6, and then if the Aya trades, it's a 7/7 on the board as well. I like it. Now BunnyHoppor will just be quickly counting up to see if I send a damage hero power somewhere, does this set up 2-turn? If not, do I armor? If not, do I trade? It's just going through all the permutations of how can he set up the kill. Because often Jade Druid survives against aggro and then just like 2-shots them, right? Just has like 2 turns and goes bang, bang, get dead.
I definitely feel like BunnyHoppor can afford to play the long game here and just start armoring up. He removes the most damage from the board by trading into Aya. Problem is, he knows that Xixo has a second Aya, so he might opt to kill the 1/1 instead.
Yeah, because you don't lose anything if you trade into Aya, right? Because the Aya is in the hand, so the most damage would be like Glyph into Pyro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think something to consider as well, like, not just for this one turn, of course, but because Xixo's mage list hasn't been revealed at all, this is the first time in the tournament it's played. It could be the Pyro list, it could not be the Pyro list,
Yeah.
and that actually really changes things. Not knowing is a big deal. Not knowing about just
Oh.
head damage.
face.
I think it was face in the end. Yeah, if this is a Pyroblast now,
That's a whiff.
that'd be a problem.
17. If this ping takes out the 5/5.
Yeah. That's 20 damage
That's a taunt.
Yeah.
and an 8/8.
Well, and an 8/8. But I think in this exact position, more importantly, that's a taunt. And so it allows Bunny to just trade away his Xixo's smaller minions,
Yeah.
protect himself from one Aya and a ping.
So, wait. If he puts all 3, he doesn't need to trade away everything. He leaves the 1/1, right? Goes 7 to face, and then trades the 2/2 and the 2/3. Because leaving the 1/1 up, you could say, oh, well, but it makes the trade nice for the Behemoth. Yeah, but Xixo can probably ping next turn anyway, so I don't think it matters. I want 7 to face here.
I don't think we're in any hurry to
7.
deal 7 damage
You're dead
damage to the
to
face.
you're dead to Fireball if you do that though.
Yeah, like just
But
keep
he's already
armoring
used
up.
one.
He's already used one.
Remove as
Yeah.
much damage from the board as possible.
You also have to win the game.
But that's what I mean. If you go 7 to
Yeah.
face, then the odds are that even if there's 2 minions traded off, 3 minions, that you can actually just power through.
But he's still got a ridiculous amount of stats on the board after these trades happen.
Yeah, but then what if the trades happen like with these eyes and then the eyes make the bigger jades for 6?
It doesn't matter. BunnyHoppor's Jades are so much bigger, it just doesn't matter. He wins the long game.
Firelands Portal.
He wins the long game. He's on 12 health.
Wow.
like, there's still a fireball, there's 2 frost bolts, the Firelands Portal.
This is
and
actually
potentially a
almost
pyro.
lethal now.
This is a Leroy off of this Firelands Portal.
Or a Doomguard.
Ooh.
Or a
Green
that's-
jelly.
That's a big deal.
It's Little Hogger. It's
That's
gonna,
actually a big deal.
gonna be putting up a taunt every turn, a 1/3 ooze.
Just soaks 3 damage every turn. Or at least for next turn.
It's my favorite kind of jelly.
Green jelly.
Mm-hmm.
What flavor is green jelly?
Green.
I don't know, but
green,
it's my favorite.
Green flavor.
Exactly.
Probably apple.
Avocado.
Yeah, sure.
There you go. That's green.
I'm not a fan of avocado.
Have you heard that avocado song?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I'll send it you afterwards. I'm not going to sing it because if you've not heard it, you won't laugh.
Aw.
Or maybe you'll just laugh at me singing, which
I definitely would.
it's 15 damage now.
That is
God,
so
ooze
annoying.
It's nuts. Still needs 1 damage anyway, though, so.
Oh,
hard
that's
to
not
do.
going to do anything.
That doesn't do. Yeah, exactly nothing.
All right, so... Well, this play just makes itself, right? The 7/7 has to trade... Well, he can hero power down the 1/2, I guess, and make better trades with the minions.
he has to hero power down and double trade into the 4/4 and 3/3, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's that or armor up and just trade minion into the 1/2 and trade minion into the 3/3.
But the problem is though that if he doesn't, he needs to kill the taunt, but the 4/4 is a lot of damage.
yeah.
I think he has to just face tank
Yep.
the 1/2
I
and
think you
leave
have
the
to.
4
I
damage on
agree.
the board.
Especially makes it so there's not a taunt next turn, right?
Yeah,
So you
that's
can
it,
hit
right?
face.
You need to kill him next turn, and you can't if this 1/2 keeps getting in the way.
What do you know? Green Jolly, strong card. Is it strong enough, though? We don't know the shape of Xixo's deck. If this does have a Pyroblast, he's in with a really solid shot here. Actually going to armor up instead and just deal with the 3/3. Okay.
No, I don't like this.
Because you gained, what, 4 overall?
Oh, he's
health?
going to... Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so there's both Fire Lance portals gone. There's a Fireball gone. He still has like...
Oh, that's a whiff.
Oh,
That's so...
Yeah.
That's a pretty big deal there for BunnyHoppor.
yeah.
That's actually huge.
We can take care of this 8/4 though. And then we can take care of the 3/1. And then how does he get... He has to like hero power down. But he's probably healthy enough where he can actually hero power down the 1/2.
And also, it's a matter of time until UI at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
There are, what, like 7 cards left, and 2 of them are UI. Xixo's just going face and saying,
Yeah.
cross those fingers.
Yeah, it's definitely reasonable.
Yeah, BunnyHoppor is just getting
Right.
closer and closer to death. That's a swipe, though. Okay, that's got to be a good draw.
Is that just
That's
lethal,
just
though?
lethal.
Yeah, it's just lethal.
Yeah.
Very good draw, in fact. Pretty damn good draw.
Amazing. BunnyHoppor going 3-0 up with this Jade Druid. A deck I honestly didn't expect to have the impact it has had on this tournament. Deck's good.
Jade Druid's
Yeah.
a pretty strong deck, Raven.
Yeah, I can hear the Reddit thread now. Do you hear Reddit threads? Anyway, that's besides the point.
I can smell it.
Yes, exactly. All right, we smell Reddit
If a
threads
Reddit
here.
thread blows up on the internet, do you hear it?
Oh, no. Why did I agree to this?
You love casting, right?
Yeah, I do. Especially with you. And you. I was-
Just so you know, the first you was me.
Oh, yeah, I
And
definitely
the
looked at
pause,
Raven.
the realization that there's more than 2 of us here. The second you was for Dan in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we're on what could be the last game in this series. If BunnyHoppor can do the 4-0 sweep, if you're wondering why we're still playing, it's because it's best of 7 in finals day for SeatStory Cup. Each player submitted 5 decks total, but the 5th deck was not to be played unless you made it to today. Jade Druid versus this Hunter. And now BunnyHoppor has beat the deck that's the mystery deck, so to speak, from Xixo. He knows what this Hunter list is. He knows what it can do.
Yeah,
It's gonna
it
be
can
prepared.
draw both Call of the Wilds and then just whiff all of the big minions.
It can also just kill you on turn 6.
It can also just kill you on
Yeah.
turn 6. That is a distinct possibility, but
Yeah.
that's a great hand from BunnyHoppor. Wild Growth, Jade Idol, Greedy Sprite, and Jade Blossom.
It's a pretty good hand from 6-0 too as well, though. We've got Hand Small Man, the Alley Cat. The Corridor Creepers can get buffed pretty quickly, and even a Houndmaster to start chunking away at this health from
Man.
BunnyHoppor.
I like this coin growth too. Going to either like Blossom or Sprite.
Yeah, and Sprite is just fine in this situation, right? Because even if it doesn't get traded into, he can still Oaken Summons next turn.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can always like if you do go for a Jade Blossom and he goes for one of the cat trades, you can also just play Greedy Sprite and then hero power another
True.
cat next turn.
Or Oaken Summons.
Maybe that's
Jade
just better,
Idol.
actually.
There's actually a lot of different ways to do this. BunnyHoppor's going to have to think about this one.
Because the thing is, if you play Sprite, you're just throwing away the 3 attack
That's true.
100% of the time. Whereas if you do it the way you said, Anne, like you might get a good trade with
Yeah.
the Sprite. So
Yeah, especially with things like Corridor Creeper, where he would want to take more trades.
and it's not as if starting to ramp your Jades is a bad thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because also, to be honest, it doesn't matter as much if you skip the Sprite versus getting +1 Jades, right? Because that's like way more important in the long run.
You know what's good at dealing with minions that have 1 health? Come on, you guys, you know the answer.
One damage.
Patches the
Oh, okay.
It was
Mage
patches.
hero power.
Mage hero power.
Unleash
a
the
lot of
hounds.
things actually.
You're killing me. You're killing me.
Rogue hero power.
We could add
Arcane missiles.
You're killing me. I'm dead.
He's already dead. Come on.
To be fair, Flame Strike.
We could have added is a pirate.
Yeah.
But then we just go like Nazas first, mate. I'm sorry, Falcone.
Yeah, I hope so.
Behold the rage of the Firelands. It's going to be tradable, though. It's actually a pretty big deal. Trade a Fandral, keep a strong board, and then look at this. Double Corridor Creeper and Spiteful Summoning Hand. These are the power play cards.
Crazy. And the problem that BunnyHoppor's facing now is he doesn't have the Nourish or Ultimate Infestation to follow up with. He's got all of the ramp, great, but then he's got just 10 mana's worth of nothing in his hand.
That's got Swipe Champ to clear this board, but we can see the next turn board is going to be a...
Oh, boy.
Into Summoner, too.
Yep.
Oh, this one's rough.
Yeah.
Double Creeper and whatever is drawn by Xixo next turn, unless it's called a Wild, and then Spiteful Summoner.
Why didn't he just cue the Hunter first if he knew this would happen? Oh, okay, yep. That works.
That'll do, Donkey. That'll do. This is filthy, and I love it. It's nice to see Hunter killing people.
You disgust me. I was once a Hunter player, too, okay?
Yeah, you changed.
I have
You
changed.
became a famous Hearthstone player, and then you changed.
Yeah, it's all gone to my head, I'm telling you. Everyone's asking me for pictures here. Just deny them all.
Yeah.
No, I'm too famous to talk to you.
You just move them to it. Well, if you actually go to ant.com, you can buy one of my prints instead. But I don't do any live photos with people now. And they are signed prints, but they're actually like printed signed prints. You don't sign each one. They're just, you've done your signature the once, and that's it. That just gets stamped onto everyone.
Man, this ant guy sounds like a terrible person.
It's good at Hearthstone, though.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that.
And pretty handsome.
That is true.
Great at giving hugs.
Oh, that's actually his best quality.
Yeah.
That and he can kick his own head.
Really?
Yeah,
Can I see?
I can do this.
That's impressive.
I can't even come close to doing that. You guys missed a trick there if you're watching it on the stream. I actually can't.
Oh, I can do it too.
I can't.
Well, it's easier sitting down.
Your turn, Raven.
I actually can't.
Go on. What, is that really as far as you can
I'm
go?
being serious. I actually can't. So we're all just like kicking our own head.
None of this is caught on camera, which is fantastic.
Some may say that's an improvement to the Hearthstone cast if you just sit there and try and kick your own head instead. But still, we'll see the Spiteful Summoner come down 8, 6, 10.
That's a thick boy right
wow,
there.
that is actually insane.
It's one of the thickest.
BunnyHoppor's like, Oak dude, might not get me there.
Wow, that is
Doesn't help at all.
just about going to be the game, right?
Yeah. What can BunnyHoppor do?
That hand also kills 1 health minions. And BunnyHoppor concedes the Hunter getting the work done, and again, just the power of Corridor Creeper is kind of insane, but the opening hand was nuts. The Mole Man just to help out there with the, obviously being a 1-3, being able to just survive maybe a little bit, but then the Alley Cats with Creeper, the Houndmaster coming out at a great time, and then guess what? Spiteful Summoner without drawing double Call of the Wild. Pretty good card.
It's funny because in Last Hero Standing, obviously when you lose, you cue the deck that is in the best position to beat the deck that beat you. But Xixo did that, and then he lost again. And then he did that again, and then he lost again. So in theory, that Hunter deck should have been the worst deck in his lineup to take down the Druid. But he actually won with it, which is quite surprising to me.
Yeah.
There are a few things sometimes that, depending on how the matchup goes, you can actually purposely cue a worse matchup first.
Right.
Sometimes, just to say, well, for example, if it's the last game for you to win, and you've got 2 decks left, you can cue the worst one just to see more information about your opponent. But in general, yeah, you normally just cue the best deck because you want to win games.
We're going to see BunnyHoppor's Shaman, though, finally. Xixo very promptly mulligans away Call of the Wild and gets another one back.
That's okay. That's fine.
You got to keep your head up at 6-0, right? You're like, I'm not going to draw the other one.
BunnyHoppor is
No way.
also running Unstable Evolution, just like Seventh Glass. He's decided that the card has potential. And again, I just think it's very consistent. It takes a while to get going, but when you're turn 10 and you've got it in your hand, you can almost always get it off somehow.
Especially with things like, Thing from Below or Corridor Creeper,
Corridor
right?
Creeper, exactly.
Yeah, they can just be really scary really fast.
Look at this card, guys.
I actually made fun of Dr. J because he said that could be playable. I was like, no way.
It's kind of sad that it's at the end of your turn because it means obviously you cast Call of the Wild, you don't get the charge and the buff in straight away.
Yeah.
I mean, the card's still good, though.
Oh, yeah.
The card's just a good shape. I'm glad it wasn't like an 8-4 Or, it's just
Or a
kind of like
4-4.
meh.
which is-
It's like, yeah, it's actually a decent shape for what he does. Cool that it's found a spot at least at the moment. I'm glad we get to see it in competitive play.
What's not cool is BunnyHoppor's start here. Xixo managed to push him off of the board immediately. And BunnyHoppor's kind of already trying to have to play catch-up.
Yeah.
Direwolf Alpha going to make short work of this board.
And the candle shot on time as well.
Yeah, but once he gets the board, it's going to be really hard. It'd be really hard for Xixo to come back, right? 'Cause Hunter's decks are usually just like, put stuff on the board.
And hope.
Exactly. You've been doing a lot of hoping, Raven, over the years.
Oh, yeah, yeah. For the past year or so, definitely. Just have to get a good Rock Dollar every time, and it'll get me there. I must have really good pull. It's time Master Direwolf, right?
I guess this was Xixo's plan all along. Just sweep with the Hunter.
Just curve. Just
Yeah.
hunt to them.
Just go out in style.
You see that? He didn't have a 4-mana card at the start of the turn. Then he drew a card, and he was destined to win the match.
Yeah, and I can see how this game's going to go already. Cobalt Scalebane on 5 is going to draw Spiteful Summoner on 6, and then, yeah, it's game over at this point. Doppelgangster is pretty nice, though, but I imagine BunnyHoppor might hold on to it for now. It is scary, though. You might have to just play 3 2-2s.
Yeah.
He does trade into Direwolf, yeah.
You definitely do
Looking
have
back.
to play it.
Yeah, looking back.
The board's already pretty scary, so you have to try to get it under control as by any means necessary right now.
Actually trading them away as well. Looks like a bad trade, but at the end of the day, Doppelgangster is kind of a 5-drop.
Yeah.
And also the Direwolf is just... Oh, God, that was a big trade. That is a huge draw there for Bunny.
Yeah. This is where you go, Hero Power, Evolve, get Sorcerer's Apprentice, and then just go off with
And then go Unstable Evolution.
Exactly.
He's actually going to trade the Doppelgangsters to get the Corridor Creeper cheaper. I guess he's going to go Creeper and just
Yeah.
Unstable Evolution this turn instead.
It's definitely what you have to do.
He's got 4 chances to... No, 3.
Or he
sorry.
can Hero Power as well.
That's a big one.
You think that's good enough?
Well, no, it gets dealt with the board. Unless you're okay with it trading for the Scalebane. Oh, no, that is not a Igor
It doesn't get dealt with. Yeah,
Yeah.
And even if this is a
Learn the
Doomsayer,
cards
it's
out.
probably not the end of the world. Dirty Rat! One of the best 2-drops in the game for the board.
Yeah. It went from really bad for BunnyHoppor to pretty good.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah.
An 8 and a 6. It's like, yeah, I built my own Spiteful Summoner.
This guy smashed his face pretty well. Every turn just growing, getting bigger, smashing harder and harder.
It's only a good thing, right?
Yeah.
I imagine. You sure Xixo wasn't running Deadly Shot? That's a bad draw, though.
Yeah.
I think BunnyHoppor just needed a Rune Spear. Next turn.
I agree. Rune Spear into Bloodlust. Why draw Bloodlust when you can just draw Rune Spear, right?
Rune Spear into,
Ooh. His Taunt Totem.
That's a good draw. To go? Is that an
Oh.
evolve? It's going to go.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Incredible!
I think it's it's not the worst if BunnyHoppor draws a good card. If he goes Doppelgangster and then draws Evolve, then it's not that bad. But right now, with only Bloodlust,
Okay,
and Evolve.
1 out of 2. 1 out of 2.
yeah.
Wrong way around, though.
Yeah,
Wrong way
exactly.
around.
I want to see him evolve this totem.
But it's time for Xixo to cast Call of the Wild with an additional 4/7.
Yeah.
Pretty good card.
Yeah. And then Call the Wild next turn, too.
That's why he drew it.
Well,
Okay, Xixo going to take his second win with the Hunter deck. Is this actually the beginning of a reverse sweep in best out of 7 last year's standing?
yeah. Maybe he just turned the Ed Sheeran up. He's like, we got to go to hyperdrive here.
You're following the original album.
Oh.
For the first time, you're going new backwards now. Now it's on old school.
BunnyHoppor going to bring out the Rogue to try and counter this Hunter deck that's just been dominating him.
I think Rogue would have pretty good shot, right? You have a lot of tools to deal with the early game with backstabs, even just dagger, pirates. So I mean, It's interesting you didn't go with it earlier, but I mean, you have a lot of chances to beat this hunter.
Yeah, I think Valspine as well is huge, just to do with Spiteful Summoners.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
Valspine whatever they get, and you're like, yeah, good 6-mana 4/4.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah. Good job, friend. So back, Shadow Step and Coin.
Ooh!
Okay.
That's what I like to see right there. That's some spicy stuff.
BunnyHoppor just took a quick glance at Xixo and was like, I got you now, boy.
Your Hunter deck's not going to get you out of this one.
The thing is as well, BunnyHoppor can afford to go as nuts as possible on this cleave. So we might not see actually like the crazy Keleseth. We might actually see him go hard on cleave if possible, because there is no ways that Xixo could deal with Van Cleef. Zero. Oh, sorry. Razor Maw into poison on a beast. You know, like that's literally it.
What BunnyHoppor can do is play the Keleseth, Shadow Step it, and just not play it again.
Yeah.
And the next turn, just go like Keleseth, you know,
Coin.
Yeah, all that stuff. Coin, one drop.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Plans coming together, team.
I mean, this isn't a horrible turn, is it? Keleseth, Shadow Step, Keleseth, Swash, get patches out.
Yeah.
It means you're missing out on the Edwin value, but still, it allows you to take down that 4/3 Diamol.
Yeah, this could be a tough one. You might even go for like a coin SI. It's not even crazy because you just have to live in this matchup. Okay.
You
I
can always do
respect
the Keleseth Shadow Step turn next turn and still bring out patches with the Swash.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, it wasn't the flashiest play, but got the job done. What is this? Oh, you
Not
see the
patches.
legendary border, and every time your mind goes to patches.
Yeah. If I'm ever playing with like deck tracker up in that situation, I like glare at the deck list at the side of the screen. I glare at the patches and like, I'm not drawing you. I'm not drawing you.
And then you draw it.
Yeah, usually, yeah.
Feels bad.
Stage tracker actually isn't too terrible for BunnyHoppor. Get a Valspine on demand almost.
Oh.
Xixo is just a few turns away from Spiteful Summoner into Spiteful Summoner. 2 4/4s and 2 9-drops. As long as Call of the Wild isn't drawn. If Call of the Wild is drawn by Xixo now, he basically just loses the game.
I don't know. Corridor Creeper might get there. Just as the solo 5/5 along with the arrow power.
Well, it is
Not impossible.
It is Xixo incarnate, right?
It's true. Ooh, maybe go for Chain Gang, actually.
Just the way your hand kind of looks, it might be exactly what you want, right? I was going for Spile Spine. I mean, card's powerful. Makes sense, but...
It's a good card.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like the Chain Gang. Your hand's not really shaping up to be that great.
It's like Chain Gang maybe buys you enough time to just play Ken and not instantly die. Chain Gang is also 2 minions, which means your own Corridor Creeper gets brought down quicker.
Exactly. Also, like, you just have no cheap spells.
Yeah, there's literally nothing to combo with Valspine for 3 turns. Is this ever just Leroy double trade?
I mean, he's thinking about it. We saw him hover the Leroy.
Whoa.
You have to, right? You can't just take another 5 minimum.
Yeah.
Or 7 because the hero power as well.
Yeah, it definitely does not feel good. Also, like, where do these trades go? And yeah, it makes sense. You go
I like the value trade,
Yeah.
It's 2 more damage for 1 turn, but you keep 4 power on the board.
Dragon Hatcher, maybe? I guess I would pull Scalebane, so it's not that bad.
King Crush.
Oh, Ysera. Why not just get the dragon?
I'll take it.
Yeah. It gets Awakens and 5 more damage. Or an Emerald Drake.
Emerald Drake, pretty good card in many situations still. It's better than Laughing Sister, anyway.
Does the Stitch Tracker card have the stats? Do you know? Oh, it's just discover a card from your deck. It's not like draw it. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, you can go with the Chain Gang and like double trade and play the Creeper as well.
Yeah, I think it has to, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, not just Creeper Valspine now?
Oh, I guess that's possible too. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, because also this is kind of funny because it means like Nightmare can't be played on the Bear Shark for the lethal.
Yeah.
That's actually
true.
pretty funny. Bunny seeing the lines.
So if we just like push the button, like play Candle Shot and hit him in the face, put him to 4. It's 2-turn hitting the button lethal. I mean, now it's a little scary with 10 on the board, but
Xixo still has 28 health though.
yeah.
There's only... Yeah, it just looks good to me.
Especially because every minion he plays just has to be dealt with. Yeah, you also just get to jam out the Emerald Drake too.
Yeah, I like it. Unless Xixo's like, right, what 9 drops have charged to just win?
Yeah.
King Crush?
Just push that button, Xixo. Yep. Doing the play that Ant just described. And this looks like it's going to be GG, honestly. BunnyHoppor has to do something incredible very quickly to take this back. Deckhand's not a bad start.
It's starting to add up, though, because the Chain Gang, you have to assume, will tank the 2 damage, the two sources of damage on the board. The Candle Shot does nothing because it doesn't increase the timer by any turns at all, because it's only 1 power.
Yeah.
So then there is, what, 10? The Deckhand hits for 4. He can play Van Cleef this turn. Or he can dagger up, so he puts him to 18, another 10. Oh yeah, so he plays Van Cleef, and that sets up 2-turn, right?
I think so, right? Puts him to 18 here.
Yeah, then he goes 10 from the board. You presume the 2 Siren Knights die, as just because the Candle Shot.
Yeah.
And then you have 4 power from the Van Cleef and a 4 power from the charging Deckhand.
Yeah, so it should be 19 next turn, if exactly that happens.
Yeah, with the dagger. Yeah.
I wonder if he would go for the trade, just leave up this this Chain Gang, but yeah.
Well, you're definitely dead if you don't kill them next turn, so I think it's Cleave and go.
Yeah, you definitely have to. Yeah. I think he's just going to recognize that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Hang on, is this still lethal?
Is
11.
it? Well, I guess he can't kill the 4-power guy now.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It's kind of the same, right?
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
sure,
it's kind
sure.
of the same.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. No, disregard that.
Yeah, be quiet.
15.
We're on the same boat.
So does that.
How mass is a big deal, though?
15, 19. No, this is actually one off, right? If there was no Houndmaster. It'd be 15.
Wait.
Yeah, it'd only be 20.
Do we just keep counting wrong?
Right? It's 8 plus 7, 15. Plus 1, 16. Plus 4 is 20.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, it's 20 without the Houndmaster, that's right.
Yeah, because he would have just gained, although, because the Siren Knight only attacks once, right? That's why the Vast Man could attack twice.
Yeah, exactly.
If BunnyHoppor could face tank the 3-3, then it would still only be 19 damage. So Xixo wins the 3rd game in his row with this Hunter.
Wow.
I never expected this series to go all the way to game number 7.
The best thing is as well, like Xixo just like keeps smiling with every win. He's like, okay, this is pretty funny. Like, you know, he's just appreciating that it's kind of like, I'm actually just memeing him with Hunter at this point. But the thing is, like, aggro Hunter's like still a thing, and it's just the part it was kind of missing was just a way to actually end a game because there's so many decks with heals.
Yeah.
But with the Warlock ban, which is by far the sturdiest and most lasting deck in the game at the moment, then like, yeah, you know, the Spiteful Summoners have been doing work, and Xixo's been kind of regularly drawing Spiteful Summoners, Scalebane's on 5, Houndmaster's on 4. You know,
We haven't seen a game where he's drawn both Call of the Wilds yet.
Because the games haven't gone on long enough, that's the plan, right?
Yeah, exactly.
To actually draw both of them like before turn 6 is so unlikely.
Well, he did yesterday on stream.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's done it the once for the tournament, and there we go, he's safe now.
Okay, so balance of probability. Xixo should be in good stead to take this series. Raza the Unchained in BunnyHoppor's hand, though. It's a good start.
If you're BunnyHoppor, you have to like not be in the worst mental state possible, right? Because you're already like on the verge of getting reverse swept. It does not feel that good.
4-0.
Yeah, exactly. You just gotta buckle down and be like, all right, we can win this last one.
All pretty good draws there for BunnyHoppor. Even the Holy Fire puts him to 3 hero powers out of range a lot of the time.
Attack seems good. Attack seems to just be generally the best adaptation. I think in most cases, the one people seem safest to go for.
A lot of times, yeah. This this curve from Xixo is pretty insane against Priest, right? You
Yeah.
have double Bear Shark. You go double Bear Shark, dude. I like calling it dude.
Double bear dude,
Double Bear, dude.
Bear man.
But you forget the shark part.
bear dude man,
Bear Shark Man, dude.
bear shark dude man.
Yes. Yes, all of this.
All of this is correct. All right, well, Kazakus.
Have you seen Sharknado, man?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you should watch Sharknado 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I
Yeah,
didn't even
shit.
know there was 2, 3.
I have heard they are terrible.
In
That's
the
the
best
point.
of ways.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they are
That kind of terrible.
so good. They're so good. So Raza Potion going for the one, quite rightly so from BunnyHoppor, as he just needs to just get something done as quickly as
Yeah.
possible.
He was probably looking for the 2 damage AoE, something along those lines. So it's deal 3, gain 4.
Okay. Nice spot removal there, and a bit 2 extra Hunter Hero powers. That's why I measure healing in this matchup. How many Hunter Hero powers do I heal?
It's quite unlucky that he didn't get the full board clear. That'll be one of the reasons he went for the 1 mana slot, because that's the slot in which you are most likely to successfully get deal 3 and deal 2 to all. But it didn't pay off, and he's going to be taking a lot of damage over the next few turns, regardless of that potion.
Definitely is more likely you get deal 3 and deal 2, because none of the other mana costs give
Yeah,
you
but
those
you know what I
options.
mean, like the board clear and the deal
I know,
damage
yeah.
to 1 minion.
I
Because
knew exactly what you meant.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd wind you up.
you just thought, yeah.
Come on, Raven, be nice.
That's what friends do. That's what Saul told me anyway. That's the excuse.
Maybe he's just a bad friend.
Maybe.
You need more friends like me, Raven.
I do. I just need like, I'm just gonna clone you. I'm gonna have one in the UK.
Yeah, then we
One
can
when I
go,
go to America. It's gonna be. I'll just place you all over the world.
then we can go mini golfing all the time.
Oh my god.
Karaoke, maybe? Yeah.
That'd be amazing. But people who probably aren't gonna go mini golfing after this is Xixo and BunnyHoppor together. Xixo is pretty much just killed him.
Yeah, it's kind of running away
It's
with it,
just,
right?
There would
Oh,
need
ran
to be,
away with
there'd
it.
need to be what, Spirit Lash this turn? Plus the potion to make
Now,
this work.
again, how good would that Kazakus potion be? Deal 3 to 1, deal 2 to the rest?
It would be good, but the problem is there's been so much damage done already. There needs to be, some kind of
Right.
healing going on. So I think like Spirit Lash would have been absolutely insane here. There is the Holy Fire,
Spirit Lash.
if there's any way to survive here, but
Spirit Lash Thalnos. Moi.
yeah.
It's probably going to have to silence the mole as well, right?
You may as well. What
Yep.
you really planning on getting some kind of crazy silence to
Yeah.
proc an extra hero power later? Nope. You're planning to not die. That's 6 power on board now, 13 health, and oh wait, is that just lethal? Oh no, you can't hero power, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can just set it up though, can he? Bear shark,
Should
coin shark. Next turn.
Corridor Creeper is a beast as well, don't forget. Is there any way he can trade in 2 minions and then get the
Yeah, but it's
damage
not.
charge?
That's for next turn though. That's what I was thinking.
Right, right.
If you just set it up with the sharks
Right,
this
right.
turn, and then next turn you go charge.
Even if your shark could like hit the button, it's like not terrible either.
Yeah, that's true. It's 2 damage, and you could probably get away with it anyway.
Just the fact that Corridor Creeper is a beast as well makes it even more insane.
Yeah. BunnyHoppor's going to want to like Dragon Fire the board, right? But
If he does, it's lethal.
yeah, exactly.
Really nice play there from Xixo, actually. Looking at that hero power, I just blankly looked at double bear shark because you're not going to need the coin. But now there's also turn 6, you can do the rhino and hero power and play the worm.
Yeah.
So this just opened up way more damage here. And
And that's not
BunnyHoppor's-
Spirit Lash. It's not Shadow Visions.
BunnyHoppor's in trouble. He can, or he could have at least double traded and just Holy Fire down, but
Yeah.
it's still not good enough.
The fact that Bear Shop's untargetable is actually, Bear Shark is untargetable is actually relevant here as well. Because the Holy Fire would be able to deal with it and gain some health, but that
Yeah.
green mist that it's covered in, causing BunnyHoppor some issues here.
He could have traded into it though, right? If you wanted to.
Yeah. Then you like Holy Fire or something else so you live.
Yeah, like Holy Fire 1/1, like whatever.
Yeah. But like he has to have the hard read that he has like Rhino, Corridor Creeper, right?
Sure. It is like. So what I will say is, Xixo left the Elemental up, which is one of the scary cards, right? You know, if you leave Elemental up with Priest, they can normally pull something weird out the bag. So in doing so, I would, strongly consider that he put you to 7 for a reason, and there have been cards left in the hand, and there's coin as well.
This is
But that's
just crazy.
not going to be enough. Xixo is going to
wow.
reverse sweep with Hunter.
Oh, wow. That's
Glory
insane.
be. Hunter
The
doing
return, maybe?
extremely well in this tournament for Xixo.